So that's why we want to bring up one of the themes that's burning up on the social media right now on Twitter and Facebook. There is a lot of talk, in particular, about Sarah Palin.
Giffords was one of 20 Democrats whose districts were lit up in crosshairs on a Sarah Palin campaign website last spring.
On election night in November, 18 of the politicians in the crosshairs of Sarah Palin's Political Action Committee lost, but not Gabby Giffords.
And when she showed up on Sarah Palin's Political Action Committee website as one of those who had been targeted for defeat, it shows her in the crosshairs there.
I don't know, and you don't know, Alex, what were the causes that led to this shooting. We can't assume innocence in terms of Palin's role or anything Glenn Beck said or anybody else, but you can't exonerate them till we know the truth here.
Do you have reason to believe that this particular suspected killer was taking in information or was in any way influenced by the vitriol or the rhetoric that you're referring to that, you know, has been out on the airwaves?
If your question is specific, I have to be specific and say I don't have that information.
Is that, Sheriff, just it sounds like you're being very honest that that's just your speculation and that's not anything that's fact-based at this point?
That's my opinion, period.
I think when you talk about the first hours of any incident, I know my journalistic roots are on the streets, and it's very hard to get a story put together. Most of the facts are just hard to come by. So I think what you heard in the first hours, I would cut people slack.
But why make the specific parallel between this mentally unstable young man and Sarah Palin? That's disingenuous.
I made the direct parallel between Sarah Palin and the incident because when I wrote it, we didn't know very much about the young man.
But the question is there any evidence that the suspected shooter in this particular case was a Sarah Palin fan,
No.
read Sarah Palin's websites,
Absolutely
was
none.
a member of Facebook, watched her tweets or anything like that?
None at all, and there is no evidence that this was even inspired by rage over healthcare broadly. So there is no overt connection at all between Sarah Palin, healthcare, and...
How about you quit making things up?